Hopefully everybody had a good long weekend, whatever that means in these days. Kind of just feels all the same, right? Welcome back. We got Tuesday workout here, guys. Before you get into it, remember, keep that feedback coming. We want to know what platform you like. Do you prefer the Mind Body, or do you prefer the Zoom? So we can make a decision and direction for our virtual classes. If you missed yesterday's class at 9:30 with Chris, we have an express class today at 1 p.m. through Zoom in Laurier's community. So you'll see the ID and the password were on one of our previous blogs, so you can look that up. Same password, same ID every weekend. If not, if you can't make that today, there's a class tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. with myself and Linda, and then there's another class on Friday at 11:45 with myself for our virtual schedule. Okay, I'm going to pass it over to Yash here for the workout.
Alright guys, so AMRAP 10 here, 10 burpee over object, and 20 alternating dumbbell snatches. It's only 10 minutes, but this is a lung burner style of workout, so you want to be close to that threshold the entire time. You don't want to be going slow in this one. So what we're projecting for this, we're saying about 4 to 5 rounds. If your conditioning is not the best, you want to aim for at least that 4 rounds, so that's about 2.5 minutes per round, or getting close to that 5th round. If you're comfortable with these movements, you want to aim for at least 5 rounds here, so that's 2 minutes per round. It should take you about 45 seconds or so for each of the movements. So if you are keeping that time limit, you're going about 90 seconds around, so you should be pushing past 5 rounds. But again, the intent of this is that you want to be lying down on the floor just dead right after the workout. This shouldn't be a slow-paced workout, it should be a nice fast-paced workout where you're moving from one movement to the next. So aim for that 4 to 5 rounds on average. If you're more comfortable with movements, we're going to go past that 5 round mark. I'm going to pass it over to Eddie for the afterburner.
The afterburner, we have mobility, stretching out the low back and stretching out the groin in the pancake stretch. Both stretches are for 2 minutes long, so you'll see the actual stretches in that segment later in this video, guys. We'll see you next for the warm-up.
Okay, hey guys, so I'm going to go over the warm-up for today. We're going to start with the first movement, which is the inchworm. So here you're looking for a stretch in the hamstrings, and then you're going to walk out into that flat cord guide, and you're going to go for 1 push-ups, either from your toes or your knee. Please make sure your chest and hips come up at the same time, and then you're going to walk back up. Then you're going to go for those lateral hops, either over an object or pick a line, and you're going to go for 10 of them. And the next movement are those Russian swings. We're focusing here on the hips, so you're going to pick the object that you have, push the hips back, and squeeze your glutes to bring that kettlebell only to eye level. So really focus on opening up those hips as you do this movement. You're going to go for an AMRAP 5 inchworm with 1 push-up, the 10 lateral hops, and then 15 kettlebell swings. When you're done that, you're going to warm up for that dumbbell snatch movement, starting with 5 kettlebell, dumbbell, or whatever object you're using of those single arm deadlifts, followed by the single arm high pull. So adding to that deadlift, you're going to involve those hips more, popping them, thinking about elbowing somebody in the face. I like to use that analogy. And then you're going to go for that snatch. So deadlift, high pull snatch, all the way overhead, squeezing those glutes, coming with the palm low, don't raise your hips up, nice and low, using those hips to bring that kettlebell up. So 5 deadlifts, 3 high pulls, and then 1 snatch, and then you're going to switch arms. You're going to go for 3 rounds. Good luck in the workout.
Okay, welcome to the workout. 10-minute AMRAP, as Yash said, you want to hit this hard because you're shooting for about 5 rounds, 2 minutes a round. First round might be 90 seconds. Your first movement, the burpees. You're going to be jumping over your objects. You're going to start by dropping down, going into that push-up, then you're going to hop over. And when you're hopping over, guys, try to land nice and light, just like your burpee. So when you're burpee, when you're jumping into it, you're laying on the heels in controlled method, guys. Same thing for the lateral hop to avoid any little tweaks when you're jumping, okay? And it allows you really just to move even quicker. Okay? After you've done the 10, you're gonna go to your kettlebell, your dumbbell, your object, and you're gonna go into that snatch. They're alternating, so you're gonna go from the 1 one side, then you're gonna switch side to the other side. Notice how Dee really pops her hips. As she pops those hips, her heels slightly come up, but it's not much, okay? Just really drive through those heels, stay tight in your core and your hips at the top before you bring it back down. You can do 20 of those. Again, that's one round, and then you're gonna start the next round. It's a fast pace, there's no real time to think, you're just moving today, guys. Have fun with this workout, shoot for 5 or more. Hopefully you guys hit those 5 rounds. Let's cool off now with some mobility. First stretch, go for 2 minutes, and so you're just holding it in the stretch, guys. For this stretch, again, it's the low back that you're trying to emphasize. So you are gonna round your back. You're gonna start by being in the seated position. Bring your heels together. Depending on your flexibility, see if you can get your arms underneath it. But if your flexibility is a little bit tight, you can grab your toes, pull yourself slightly forward. If you start noticing that you're kind of comfortable in this position, slide your arms underneath your shins. Where now you're placing your elbows to the floor, bringing you that much lower. Notice how my back is rounded. To get into this stretch, you want to really just kind of decompress and let everything go. So breathe through it, guys, and just relax your body. Okay, so as you're in this position, you want to be relaxed to let all that tissue in your back just really slowly open it up. If you find that it's hard to breathe, back it off a little bit. Okay, now you're going to create tension. You're not going to really get a good stretch. Okay, so go as low as you're comfortable. If you have better flexibility than me, you really want to get lower and lower and lower, guys, to the floor, where you almost get tucking your belly button in to get your QL of so the low back muscle. When you're done the 2 minutes there, then you're gonna go 2 minutes in the pancake stretch. You don't need a post, but you can use a post if you have something at home, or you can grab a door jam where you kind of reach in to one side. You want to kick out your feet as wide as you can. Play around with your position of your toes. Sometimes I'll stretch it with my toes going forward. Sometimes I'll pull my toes in. They adjust the stretch just slightly different, okay? So first I'm going to start with toes in. I'm going to grab that post. I'm going to pull myself in. This one's going to round your back a little bit as well, but your emphasis is on your groin, so your inner thighs. You're pulling yourself in. If you're not getting much of your inner thighs, maybe bring your toes back or forward, kind of play around with the position of your foot. Or last, like I mentioned, you can point your toes where when I point my toes, I'm able to get a little bit deeper of a stretch. Okay, so play around with it, emphasize your groin. You're gonna hold that for 2 minutes to cool off today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the next workout.